Hi, today I'm going to make green tea or matcha chiffon cake for tomorrow because tomorrow is Jonathan's birthday. Chiffon cake is like sponge cake. The texture is very fine, very light and airy. To make chiffon cake, it doesn't matter what flavor. You can make vanilla, you can make green tea or even the pandan chiffon cake. The basic is all the same. We're gonna make three kind of ingredients: dry ingredients, wet ingredients, and meringue. The meringue is what's gonna make this cake very light and airy. So normally to make chiffon cake, we use this kind of pan, okay? This tube pan. This pan has around 8 inches diameter. So this is not the small one, but a little bigger one. That's why I'm going to use 6 eggs here, and we're gonna separate the yolk and the white. So for the wet ingredients, we have the 6 egg yolk and sugar, oil. I'm using canola oil. You can use corn oil or vegetable oil, whatever oil that has no taste, and also water. All right, the second ingredient is the dry ingredients. We have cake flour, matcha or green tea because I'm making green tea chiffon cake, and also the baking powder here, not baking soda. And then to make the meringue, of course we need the egg white from 6 eggs and sugar, and also cream of tartar here. If you do not have cream of tartar, you can substitute with lemon juice. So you need half teaspoon of lemon juice for each egg white. So if you're using 6 egg whites, you're gonna need 3 teaspoons of lemon juice. Okay. Also the sugar. The sugar, I'm using castor sugar here. It's a fine sugar, but it's not powdered sugar. So the texture is fine, very fine. But if you do not have castor sugar, you can use granulated sugar. But it's gonna take a little bit more time to beat the sugar together with the other ingredients to dissolve the sugar. Now I'm gonna start with mixing the wet ingredients. Okay, using the hand whisk, I'm whisking the yolk. So I have turned on my oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius. Now add in the castor sugar. I have all the ingredients under the description of my video, so go ahead, look at it. Alright, and then the oil. And then the water. Alright, so your wet ingredients is gonna look like this, okay? Like little foamy from whisking. Now I'm gonna work on the dry ingredients. So I told you that I always sieve my dry ingredients together, right? But especially for this cake, the chiffon cake, you have to sieve the dry ingredients, okay? Because we want a very fine and light texture for this cake, okay? So I'm going to mix the cake flour. I'm gonna show you this cake flour that I'm using. It says cake flour. So the cake flour, matcha or green tea powder here, matcha powder like this. Okay, so I'm using 1 tablespoon here. And also the baking powder, 1 teaspoon. And then sieve together. Okay. And then now we're going to combine these together, the wet ingredients and dry ingredients. All right. Just put a little bit like a third first. So you want to whisk this mixture until it looks like this. Alright, until it looks like this. And then we're gonna work on the meringue now. For the meringue, you will need a mixer. Okay? Instead of using my stand mixer, I'm gonna just use my hand mixer. Alright, make sure that your stainless bowl is very clean, okay? No grease at all. Okay, and then you can add the sugar. Now I'm gonna add the cream of tartar. To hold the peak. Alright, so you wanna beat this meringue until stiff peak. Alright, so like this. You lift the mixer and then you're gonna see this this tip like this, okay? This is stiff peak already. Alright, then you want to stop beating it. Do not overbeat, but also do not underbeat. Now, we want to combine the meringue to the mixture here. To combine the meringue into the mixture, I will do it in 3 increments. First, I'm gonna take like a third. And just mix it lightly. You do not want to break the bubble, okay? The air. So just mix it in one direction. This is what's gonna decide if your chiffon cake's gonna be airy or deflate later. Okay? And then I'm done with using the hand whisk here. And next, I will use my rubber spatula. Alright, we want to fold, okay? Not mixing, but folding. We also do not want to fold this too long, but we want to fold it only until combined, where you only see a few white streaks, okay, on your mixture. Do it gently. Like folding it to the center. And then alright, I'm done mixing or folding my batter here, or my mixture. Now I want to pour this mixture into my tube pan. But before I pour the mixture, I want to tap it a little bit, okay, to release any bubble. Okay, you see it releasing some bubble here. All right, now I'm going to pour this batter. So you want to pour it as close as possible to your pan. And remember, do not grease your pan, not for this cake, because you want the cake to stick to the side of the pan to help it raise. Okay, you do not want to fill more than 3/4, because this cake is gonna raise, okay? So again, before you put this cake into the oven, you wanna give some taps to release the air. Now we will need to bake this cake for 45 minutes to 60 minutes, okay? But normally this cake is done after 60 minutes, but I'm gonna check after 25 minutes, okay, to see if the top is getting too brown. All right, if not, then I'm gonna just keep going, put it back into the oven and add another 35 minutes to make it an hour. All right, so remember not to open your oven for the first 25 minutes. All right, take a look at my cake. This is after 25 minutes. All right, so it's a little bit cracking, so I'm gonna cover with pan. I cover the pan with the another pan, okay, and I'm gonna close again. I'm gonna add 40 minutes now, okay, because my pan is kind of big. This is my chiffon. I'm gonna check if it's cooked. Okay, first I'm gonna touch and this bounce back, so it means cooked, and I'm gonna check with my skewer here. It comes out clean, okay, so my chiffon cake is cooked. Now what I need to do is right away I want to invert it, okay, turn it upside down. You do not do this with any other cake but with chiffon, okay, just turn it upside down and let it sit like this. All right, until the cake release itself. All right, for an hour probably. If it doesn't release by itself, you want to help releasing it, okay, later after an hour, okay. But anyway, I bake my cake here for 63 minutes. So this is my matcha or green tea chiffon cake. Normally people would just slice it and eat it the way it is now, but because I make this as a birthday cake for Jonathan tomorrow, so I'm going to put frosting or icing on top and on the side, okay, to decorate this cake a little bit to be a birthday cake. So now it is time for me to decorate the chiffon cake. I put this cake into my freezer last night, so my cake is frozen to make it easy for me to put the frosting. And I also have put this mixing bowl into my freezer an hour ago. So now I'm going to make the whipped cream frosting. So I'm using a heavy whipped cream here, a pint of heavy whipping cream. And using the whisk attachment. Start the mixer with high speed. So it has created so thick. A third cup of confectioner or powdered sugar. On high speed again. White chocolate vanilla bean pudding mix to stabilize the whipped cream. Add in the mix, the pudding mix. Okay, it's done. Okay, look at this frosting. So this is a matcha chiffon cake with white chocolate whipped frosting. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonathan. Happy birthday. Make a wish. John, how's your birthday cake? Good. Do you like the matcha? Do you taste it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Joanna, what do you think?
It's so yummy and spongy.
Yeah, what about the frosting itself?
It tastes like chocolate.